Poster presentations are another valuable part of the meeting. It allows for attendees to take an in-depth look at the latest research and advancements in their specialty within foot and ankle orthopedic surgery.
This is a health disparities project that looks at the socioeconomic conditions in different neighborhoods and how it affects TAA utilization. We found that patients who are in more socioeconomic disadvantaged groups, they tended to utilize TAAs less, and that those patients actually had insurance payers such as Medicaid and Medicare, and that these insurances are not paying or covering the entire procedure. Perhaps that's why they're not being utilized as much in that in that group of insurance payers. The value of being at this conference is actually quite amazing. It's a great networking opportunity to get to interact with a lot of different orthopedic surgeons. And it's also an amazing way to just see what the current technology is in foot and ankle surgery.
My poster is looking at the acute Achilles tendon ruptures in the NFL. ATRs are becoming more common nowadays. They're 3 times more likely to happen in the NFL compared to 2008. Just found that regardless of the position played, that there was only a 66% return to sport rate following an acute Achilles tendon rupture. And regardless of the position, all player performance stats decreased over time. There was decrease in power production and decreased in the seasons played afterwards.
This project was based on lateral ankle sprains. They're very common in everyone, but they're especially common in female athletes. For female athletes, this is really important, not so much for treating an ankle sprain, but for preventing them. And for taking this to trainers and saying that maybe during ovulation, they need to be doing lower intensity movements, or at least be aware that they're at a significantly higher risk for some sort of ankle injury that can lead to chronic ankle instability. So we want to keep on looking at other ways that we can prevent the injury to start with, but our findings were really supportive of that. Our hormones do play a great role in our ligament stability. This is my first actual conference that I've ever attended, and to be surrounded by such brilliant surgeons and just so many hopefully future colleagues. I fell in love with orthopedics in my 3rd year, and that's what led me to pursue research here, because I really love academic medicine and just being able to learn about the foot and ankle and orthopedics as much as possible. So being here, seeing the incredible other posters, all the other presentations, it's just really inspiring as a medical student.
We did a research based on total ankle replacements, looking at the survivorship of those. We've collected the data on patients that were operated on between 2014 and 2015 who received a fixed bearing ankle replacement, and the survivorship have shown that these ankle replacements are quite good. They still are functioning really well in up to 91% of patients at 8 years' time.
So I looked at ChatGPT, Google Bard, and Microsoft Bing, and kind of looked at the accuracy of that versus generally accepted websites like Foot Care MD, which is like the AOFAS recommended website for foot and ankle injuries. And what we kind of saw was that these generative AI websites are pretty much inaccurate in a lot of the spaces, and especially in the surgical options. When a patient kind of asks for surgical advice, the website we found is generally not able to provide that kind of information. And so that's kind of the end result we came up with.